Maharashtra and how Maharashtra numbers are going to fare, Varghese, over the next couple of days, and more importantly in the Lok Sabha 2024 elections, is going to be important to look at. Ajit Pawar, Praful Patel have met Sharad Pawar again. Now, less than 24 hours after, their Sunday meeting with the NCP founder Ajit Pawar, and Praful Patel called on Sharad Pawar for the second consecutive time on Monday afternoon. Patel said they sought Pawar's blessings and urged him to take steps to keep the party united. What does this essentially mean? You have Praful Patel, you have Ajit Pawar, who literally split the NCP and went, joined hands with the BJP and the Shiv Sena Eknath faction to form that particular, coalition. Ajit Pawar becomes the deputy chief minister. So many NCP leaders, get berths. Is this a master stroke, or is it now Praful Patel and Ajit Pawar realizing that,
ground might slip
high
from
time
under their feet.
We go back. This was a wrong step.
So I don't know how it is being played out, because there is some level of Parivar family ties also working. Paripawar, yes, but there's something happening within the family ties as of now, because what we read is that this is the second attempt that has been made by Ajit.
Right.
And
failed attempt.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, this time not as much as failed, because he's the deputy chief minister. So I don't know why. Why do you think he's posturing now like this? Twice in 24 hours. The man who did not attend Sharad Pawar's resignation, when that particular event happened, he wasn't there present at the NCP meet. For a man who did a show of strength the same day that Sharad Pawar called in his supporters at the YB Chavan, why would this same person go twice in 24 hours?
That is the big question, because over here the big question would be that is he worried that he might not be able to deliver in 2024?
What's your take on it? What's your take on it?
See, I think there is a lot of guilt that is, if you talk in common parlance, there's a lot of guilt trip that is being carried out from both the sides. And interestingly enough, let me see, it looks like this. In today's meeting, Sharad Sahib, we again asked him to ensure that the NCP stays united. Even today, he refrained from offering reaction. This is what Mr. Patel has said. Following the half-hour meeting at Mumbai's YB Chavan Center, a senior leader owing allegiance to Mr. Sharad Pawar told The Hindu that the delegation brought up the issue of the disqualification petition filed by his camp against 9 MLAs who are now cabinet ministers. I think that that is where you have to have the reading. A senior leader owing allegiance to Mr. Sharad Pawar told The Hindu that the delegation brought up the issue of disqualification petition filed by his camp against 9 MLAs who are now cabinet ministers. They are requesting Pawar Sahib to join the NDA.
So this could also be a bid by Ajit Pawar to save himself the embarrassment, because he's asking Sharad Pawar to come and join hands with him, which means the Sharad Pawar, supported.
If Sharad Pawar
does join hands with the BJP, it says, but Pawar Senior says he will not go with the BJP, even as Team Ajit Pawar meets him again. Team Ajit Pawar has told Team Sharad Pawar to please come and join hands. And this disqualification, what kind of a role will this play? It's interesting to see. I mean, there's this little picture that the Times has put out. It's of Ajit Pawar, in the middle of a crowd who's, looking up above to the sky. In hopes, in faith. I mean, what's really happening? What's happening in Maharashtra?
Also, look at this, okay? Absent from the House. Earlier in the day, the absence of 27 of the 53 NCP MLAs.
Right. They don't know where to sit.
Exactly. They cast a shadow on the opening of the monsoon session of the Maharashtra Assembly. While 15 MLAs, including the 9 ministers, now 15 MLAs, okay, including the 9 ministers belonging to the breakaway group, which claims support of 40 MLAs. They had initially claimed 40 MLAs. In that, 15 of them are only ones who appeared. Sat on the treasury benches. 9 MLAs from the Sharad Pawar camp sat on the opposition side. I think the NCP is still that confused.
And Sharad Pawar is making sure that, somewhere deep down, Ajit Pawar and the leaders that have gone with Ajit Pawar, they feel hurt for what they've done. That's what I think, that's how Sharad Pawar is playing this game now.
That's what I was saying. There seems to be a lot of guilt trip being put
Confusion
into
in
place.
ranks, MLAs skip house. Monday was supposed to be the first day of the Maharashtra Assembly.
And this also exposes Ajit Pawar, saying that he's still not in control of his rebel faction. They had claimed around 40. We had seen those mega NCP rallies being held also at the same time in two different places, one in Nariman Point and the other, I'm not remembering right now, but still, they had in fact carried out those huge NCP rallies. And now it looks like when it comes to actual delivery, there were only 15 MLAs from his faction.
On the other hand, take a look at this, Varghese. All Sena MLAs reply to notices. UBT response is going to come in 2 to 3 days. That's another tussle that's playing out. You know, Uddhav-led Sena has submit its disqualification petition against Gohre and 2 other MLCs as well. So Uddhav Thackeray is also not backing out of that particular legal battle. It is going to be a long-drawn legal battle. How will this impact 2024? That I think is the bigger question.
Well, there are 2 strong Maratha leaders who are now going to say that they have been backstabbed and they're going to go to the people. That is going to be it. Meanwhile, this ambiguity and this insecurity is going to continue with those who have jumped ship. It's quite an interesting I mean, what kind of a chess move are we looking at on that board? Because I'm really confused if I'm the player in this.
All right then, Maharashtra, the opposition politics, BJP and the NDA getting into a camp. What's happening in Maharashtra is something that we're going to look at. The entire non-NDA bloc descends on Bengaluru, even as the entire NDA bloc descends on the national capital. Where is this heading? All I know is this is way more interesting than any Netflix episode or series.
I mean, it keeps you on your toes, trying to understand what is actually happening here. The power... it's a Game of Thrones, of course.
Nadda attacks opposition, says it has no neta, niyat or niti. TMC takes a dig at the BJP over NDA meet. Trinamool Congress MP Derek O'Brien, who is accompanying party chief and West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee for the gathering of opposition parties in Bengaluru, took a dig at the BJP-led NDA, which is also scheduled a meeting on Tuesday, which is today, to draw the battle lines for the 2024 Mahabharat Lok Sabha polls. After BJP Chief JP Nadda declared on Monday that 38 parties will be attending Tuesday's NDA meet in the capital, the TMC MP tweeted, and I quote, "Political parties at #Bengaluru Summit clearly setting the narrative. BJP is reacting. Calls meeting also on June 18th with 30 parties, bigger number. Here are NDA allies and their numbers. Parliament, #Parliament, 0 MPs, 8 NDA parties. 1 MP is to 9 NDA parties. 2 MPs is to 3 NDA parties." I mean, that's how the dig, and Derek O'Brien is never going to shy away from taking a dig at anybody, it seems like.